Welcome back, gamers, to @GamesReviews_23. Today, we're jumping back into Madden NFL 25 Superstar Mode Part 2, where every play, every drive, and every touchdown truly matters. From smart play calling to those clutch, game-changing moments, we're breaking it all down and having a blast along the way. We're starting in Superstar Mode and pushing to see just how far we can go. Got a YouTube channel of your own? Drop your link in the comments. I'm all about supporting fellow creators and building a community where we can grow together. Be sure to check out the community page for polls, updates, and fun ways to get involved, and don't miss the announcements playlist for info on upcoming tournaments, raffles, giveaways, and more. If you'd like to support the channel directly, the Cash App link is in the description. Every bit of support goes right back into improving the content and bringing you even more epic gameplay. And if you're enjoying today's Madden NFL 25 action, smash that like button, subscribe to join the squad, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for hanging out here at @GamesReviews_23. Stay awesome, keep grinding, and I'll catch you in the next game.
The intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey,
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
the drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
So, a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
Here's second and 9. Again, it's Singletary. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here now, third and 5. He'll look to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Quan Martin. Into space. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone. Right back to the air following that pick 6. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play for the Giants. A pickup of 44 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Okay, ready?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the air one more time. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Open man, that's Slayton. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught side of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target.
Here we go. Set. Check.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Lawrence Cager. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he is fortunate to get scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Johnny Newton, rookie out of Illinois, there to bring him down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Set. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so...
On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
They'll run. It's Singletary. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
That's caught over the middle by Johnson. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play covered a fumble probably around the 20-25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Open man, that's Cager. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That is caught at the 3. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It is a gain of 16. They get the 3rd down conversion by about a yard. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, New York.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Back to the air one more time. This one caught at the 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the...
So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out,
hey, I'm the money to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, pricks. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, then you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring it.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, front to back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, for my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself. Their rookie.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now the former Bill and Texan Devin Singletary.
Taking down at the 11-yard line. This is the number 3. Second and 7.
2nd and 7. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They face 2nd down and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
Myles Garrett is able to bring him down for a sack.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And that is incomplete. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. Most likely was going to result in a sack. I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, set.
Slayton is the man in motion. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is... He'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the tight end, Lawrence Cager. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the half.
And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And not just any touchdown, but, Greg, that is the first touchdown reception of his NFL career.
And, Mike, doesn't it just seem like over the last couple years, these class of rookie receivers, they make such an immediate...
The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Singletary. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Denzel Ward in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Slayton is the man in motion. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, Singletary. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And he's in! Touchdown, New York.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we should... On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That one intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This throw, left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Now, faking the give. Open man, that's Cager. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And he's got another one. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing...
They'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a road win here for the Giants. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.
I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club, they know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club, we ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting, and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club.
Like damn, why I get a like yarn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 points.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician.
What up, man? I'm looking for some superstars like you to play in some showdown events. Let's go play some 3-on-3.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants' rookie quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Giants and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft. Here's Ramirez, throwing to start the drive. That's caught, Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Giants at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ramirez. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will... So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Let's go now.
Ramirez throwing to start the drive. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ramirez. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ramirez now off the play fake. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Singletary again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Ramirez. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle, down at the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 2nd and 8. A give, Singletary right side. Powering forward. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, sack.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles. They'll send the tight end in motion. Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go right back to Singletary. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Second and 11. Back to throw. Ramirez. That one complete downfield to Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
2nd and 11. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to
another drive coming up for New York's offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Singletary. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they... Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet your be on the floor. Big carbon here like Mayweather, Tula come through and boa. Got millions out there rap, they hate them, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming.
bumping up in the jail. On the big low, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little with some shell talk. Jail on the gag glow. Yeah, glow.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Giants' rookie quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Giants and the Bengals. Oh.
So out come the Giants, their first drive. And they send a man in motion. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Singletary again. Has a lane past the 45. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that. Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
He finds Johnson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now looking to throw. Gets this to Slayton. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Connects with Johnson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go now.
Play action on 1st down. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. On the counter, Singletary. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Pass play now. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
And their quarterback ready to take over once again. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he... On 1st down, this is Singletary. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He finds some space again, and he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They go play action on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their... Handoff running left. Here's Singletary. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
Singletary has the New York touchdown. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second. First and 10, they're going to throw. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stays in the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're going play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll throw it. That one's caught along the left sideline. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And he gets him around 6 there. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
The home team's ready for their next series. Let out.
Here we go, set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock, and hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
To throw it on first down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's a throw. Gets this to Johnson. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
He'll throw it. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Here we go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Caught on the comeback route. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll go right side with Singletary. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready.
The second down run by Singletary. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go now.
Back to throw it. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So the Giants come away with the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Giants' rookie quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Giants and the Eagles coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is... New York set to take the field. To throw is Ramirez. Throwing to start the drive. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Ramirez under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Ramirez. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Giants at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association.
Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing.
Hold the ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Now Ramirez throwing to start the drive. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
In motion, Slayton. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Ramirez from the gun on 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've got an injured player, and that's running back Devin Singletary, who's in some discomfort. Ramirez, off play action. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Ramirez toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Ramirez now throwing to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by Slayton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Ready?
On the give, this is Singletary. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, Ramirez. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw is Ramirez. Off the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. Ramirez. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Ramirez. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Ramirez. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.
Talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID to blessed with success to promote it to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking star like bro, I pretty face guy like bro. How do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty.
check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill and Julio, he moody, yo.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants' rookie quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Giants and the Steelers on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Let's go.
Now Ramirez to throw from his end zone. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's complete to Slayton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Giants at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right back to Singletary on second down. Down to the 25. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it
touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
To throw from his end zone, Ramirez. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ramirez. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Ramirez. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off play action, Ramirez. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you describe.
So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. Here's Ramirez. Off play action. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ramirez. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Looking to throw. Ramirez. That is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw. Ramirez. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year, and he'll start again here, first down. Ramirez throwing to start the drive. Robinson's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, New York.
Off the play fake. Ramirez. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So we are at halftime here. Well, why don't we...
Let's go now.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Looking to throw. Ramirez. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A give, Singletary right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. What the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Singletary. Will score. Touchdown, New York.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Singletary to get the drive started. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Right back to Singletary on second down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Ramirez. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding it.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even bet. Ramirez now throwing to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's got another 1st down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Giants have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Now out come the Giants. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Ramirez. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's past the 45 before being tackled. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like 1 game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I
don't forget to subscribe.